The Hermit's Path. Every life follows a path. Most people move through their days without thinking much about the small habits that guide them, the words they speak, the choices they repeat, the routines that quietly shape who they become. The Hermit's Path is a place to slow down and look at those small things. In this series, we explore simple ideas and practical steps that can help bring a little more awareness and intention into everyday life. Nothing complicated, just thoughtful ways to live a little more deliberately, one small step at a time. A simple way to change the words you use every day. Most people never think about the phrases they use in everyday conversation. They simply respond. Someone thanks them. They answer automatically. Someone asks a question. They respond without thinking. None of this is wrong. It is simply habit. But the interesting thing about language is that small phrases quietly shape how people experience us. A single sentence can make a moment feel warmer, calmer, or more respectful. The good news is that changing this does not require learning complicated communication skills. It only requires a little awareness and a few simple adjustments. If you would like to try this in your own daily life, here is a simple way to begin. Step 1. Start by noticing the phrases you say automatically. For one day, simply observe your own responses in conversation. Do not try to change anything yet. Just listen to yourself. Pay attention to what you say when someone thanks you. Pay attention to what you say when you arrive late. Pay attention to how you respond when someone gives you a compliment. Most people discover that the same phrases appear again and again. That awareness is where the change begins. Step 2. Choose one situation to improve. Do not try to change everything at once. Pick one moment that happens often in your daily life. For many people, this might be when someone thanks them. Instead of answering the way you always have, decide on a response that feels a little warmer and more intentional. For example, instead of saying, "You're welcome," you might say something like, "I was happy to help." The exact phrase is not important. What matters is that you chose it intentionally. Step 3. Practice that new response during the week. When the moment appears, pause for a second and use the phrase you chose. At first, it may feel unusual. That is normal. You are simply replacing an old habit with a new one. After a few days, the response will begin to feel natural. Step 4. Add one new situation. Once the first change feels comfortable, choose another common moment in conversation. Perhaps how you accept compliments. Perhaps how you respond when someone asks a question you cannot answer. Again, choose a response that feels calm, respectful, and genuine. Then practice it the same way, one situation at a time. Step 5. Let the habit grow naturally. The goal is not to memorize clever phrases or sound impressive. The goal is simply to become more aware of how you speak. Over time, these small adjustments begin to shape your conversations. People often notice that interactions feel calmer, more thoughtful, more respectful. And the interesting part is that the change usually begins with only a few words. Because the phrases we repeat every day are more than just language. They are small reflections of the awareness we bring into our lives. And sometimes the simplest way to improve a conversation is simply to choose our words with a little more intention. Walking the Hermit's Path doesn't require dramatic change. Most of the time, it begins with something small, a new habit, a different way of thinking, or a simple choice made with a little more awareness. If something in this episode resonated with you, consider giving the video a like and sharing it with someone who might also appreciate the idea. And if you'd like to continue exploring simple ways to live more intentionally, be sure to subscribe and join me again along the Hermit's Path.